confidence or confusion. Either way, I feel like I ain't never losing. Your opinion of how you know just what I'm choosing. I gotta do this. Illusion and reality, I'm somewhere in between. These voices in my head get loud and they keep telling me I'm a fool for trusting in these wings. Maybe, baby, this what flying feels like. 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 Maybe mom and dad were right when they told me this wouldn't be nothing. Maybe I should take their advice, go get a life, or maybe get a job or something. Pack it up and head back home, tell everybody I was bluffing. Or maybe I'll just get out my head and focus on what I know's coming. Yeah. Cause I can't fall asleep at night without seeing my dreams. Delusion and reality, I'm somewhere in between. These voices in my head get loud and they keep telling me that I'm a fool for trusting in these wings. But maybe, baby, this what flying feels like. 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 Yeah. Maybe all my exes just drinking themselves crazy tonight. Maybe I should call and say, told you I'd be right. Wondering how long it was before you realized the biggest mistake of your life, and now you're paying the price. Oh, is it confidence or confusion? Either way, I feel like I ain't never losing. Your opinion of how you know just what I'm choosing. I gotta do this. Cause I can't fall asleep at night without seeing my dreams. Delusion and reality, I'm somewhere in between. These voices in my head get loud and they keep telling me that I'm a fool for trusting in these wings. But maybe, baby, this what flying feels like. Maybe, baby, this what flying feels like. Maybe, baby, this what flying feels like.
Friday night in Howard, Ohio. The East Knox Bulldogs have themselves a test coming their way tonight. A Centerburg Trojans squad that's trying to stay afloat in the KMAC championship race. A win tonight would keep them 2 back of the Fredericktown Freddies, depending on what Fredericktown does tonight as well. The Dog Pound's ready to go here as we kick off the home stretch of the KMAC season. Well, you got all the action coming your way on your smartphone, TV, PC, tablet, any smart device you have with pregame coming your way next.
Hey, Travis, what's up?
Oh, not much. What's that sound?
Just working on some long overdue improvements here.
Whoa.
Fit for a Hall of Famer. Hi, I'm Joe Baylog. Tune into The Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH Report.
Mazza's restaurant in Mount Vernon offers Italian classics perfected for generations. Featuring house specialties enjoyed since the family opened its doors in 1939. Headlined by the famous Mazza salad, along with all new flavors and convenient features, like our Neapolitan-style pizzas and easy online ordering for both pickup and delivery. Visit Mazzas.com for weekly specials and make Mazza's your choice for a dining experience over 70 years in the making.
An icon is returning to the heart of Apple Valley. The Pub, Kitchen, and Tap is back, and we do game day differently, offering a brand new patio, all new bar with a wide variety on tap, and plenty of big screen TVs to ensure you never miss the big play. Our menu has a diverse selection of both food and drink, so there will always be plenty for the whole family to enjoy. Whether you want to catch the big game or just enjoy a night out with the family, the Pub, Kitchen, and Tap has something for everyone.
From primary care to orthopedics, women's health, to pain management, the Knox Community Hospital Centerburg Health and Wellness Center provides excellent care for virtually all your family's healthcare needs. Comprehensive lab services are also offered at our state-of-the-art facility. Podiatry and surgical consultations too. The Centerburg Health and Wellness Center. It's a world of great care right around the corner.
We welcome you inside the Killbuck Savings Bank pregame show for this Knox Morrow Athletic Conference boys basketball showdown between the East Knox Bulldogs and the Centerburg Trojans. Hello, everybody. My name is Travis Berardi alongside Cray Faldy. And Cray, East Knox, not the best start to the season that you could have, but hey, a win over a Centerburg team tonight could really change the momentum of your season.
Yeah, and that's what you're looking for later in the season like this. I'm sure Coach Powell's thinking the same thing. Last year, we ran about a 3 or 4 win season. We don't want to do the same. They started pretty good this year, kind of tailed off. So tonight, like you said, would be fantastic if they get on the winning track. But they're going to have to do a whole lot of things differently than what they've been doing in the last month.
Also, they got a team coming in here that's trying to stay in the Knox Morrow Athletic Conference Championship race. That is the Centerburg Trojans, sitting at 2 losses right now in the conference, 2 games back from Fredericktown, who sits undefeated in conference at 9-0. Fredericktown hosting Danville this evening, but Cardington 1 loss. They host Northmore, who's at 6-2 in the conference as well. That's the big game of the night here in the KMAC. So Centerburg fans, kind of Northmore fans here this evening, just for the fact that a Cardington loss puts a 3-way tie for second with Northmore and Cardington. Northmore still has to play Fredericktown. Centerburg still does as well. So we're still far away from determining a champions in the KMAC. Number 4 in the D6 Central District RPI ratings. Continue to win. Get yourself that that bye, because there's 5 byes in their district. Just keep winning. Keep setting yourself up as you see their shooting percentages as well.
You can see that they've lost to Fredericktown earlier, but it was only by 8 points. Fredericktown's the best case scenario. Centerburg gets knocked off tonight, and Cardington. So should be an interesting night. But as you stated, when the playoffs are around the corner, basically within a month, that you just want to set yourself up for a better success. You don't want to go on the road to lose to a team as low ranked as East Knox. But on the road in the KMAC, anything can happen.
Here's your player spotlight tonight. That is one Jack Lawrence, 14.8 points per game. That leads the Trojans. 7 rebounds, 2 assists. You talk about Trevin Harris usually for the Trojans to lead the squad, but Jack Lawrence this year, him alongside Bennett Hill, 3 really good scores for the Trojans. It's just if one of them are off, you really don't have that 4th or 5th score. It's just those 3.
Right, exactly. But that's also the beauty of it is you have 3 people that can take control of
Yes.
a game at any time.
Now let's take a look at the team spotlight before we get to the anthem for the East Knox Bulldogs. Number 15 out of 16 in the D5 Central District RPI rating. They've scored 60 points only twice this season. That's something they're going to have to really, fix. It's offensively. The defense is good. They get off to good starts. It's just they have to get things going. But we're going to throw things down to the floor and listen to the pep band of East Knox perform the national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner. Very nicely done by the pep band of the East Knox Bulldogs. So we get back to the pregame show. Take a look at their team spotlight. They started off 10-2 against Northmore earlier this week, but Northmore, a big run, ended up winning that one. They also battled Loudonville. They kept it. They went down early against Fredericktown, came back. It's just they haven't been able to put a full game together.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of it comes down to their shooting prowess. The bottom line is the 3-point field goals at 27%, because as we know, they launched quite a few of them. If they would get hot for a game, maybe shoot 40, 50%, they could be in the game with almost anybody. And that's one of the keys to tonight's game is hitting those open three-pointers.
Well, they did knock off Danville in a game we saw last week by 1 point. Danville took Centerburg to overtime. So,
there you go.
In the KMAC, anybody can win on any given night. Our player spotlight for this evening, one of the other players that could give East Knox a boost. We usually talk about Landon Dawson and Corbin Poff and Hayden Merritt, but tonight, let's talk about Kyson Miller. 7.9 points per game, 3 rebounds, 1.1 assists. He's one of those players, that if he can go off and you get your other normal scores going, East Knox will have a chance.
Yeah, it's nice to see him having a good season because he'll be back next year, and he might be one of the main cogs for this team to get to the next level.
So almost ready to go here as players are getting introduced. So let's take a look at our keys to victory first for the Centerburg Trojans here tonight. And my 2 for Centerburg, open the game up. Like I said, you got your 3 main scores for Centerburg in Harris, Hill, and Lawrence. Isaiah Suley, he was a big scorer last year for the Trojans, if he can get things going as well. But open things up. If you can get a couple more scores going, get that balance going, it's a good opportunity for you. And then unselfish. I'm looking at the stats here. I have 3 or 4 or 5 players with over 2 assists per game. So keep that unselfish game going, and it gives your squad a very good chance.
Yeah, that makes it very difficult for their opponent. And tonight's opponent, they're going to have to play great defense against all that great passing that Centerburg's used to doing.
Now let's take a look at the East Knox Bulldogs. Keys to victory, limit turnovers. In the game against Northmore, Northmore put a 1-3-1 in midway through the game, and it really threw off the Bulldogs. They turned the ball over, and it helped Northmore run away. Also finish at the bucket. They had some shots at the bucket. They were just unable to finish. Take it strong up to the hoop, get fouled, or get the finish.
Yeah,
and
then make your free throws.
Shape.
Get a little bit better than the 62% they're shooting as a team. But those will be the keys to the game, and it should be a good one here, at least early.
Yeah, if East Knox can just continue to get the momentum off a good start, we'll see what will happen. But we are ready to go here on the Knox Public Health Scoreboard. I want to welcome you in, watching live and free on Facebook, on YouTube, and on X tonight. Let us know where you're watching from. Give us a shout out. We'll shout you back out as, well, almost got started here, but
not quite ready.
Now we are. We are underway. Centerburg wins the tip. Straight away, that is Jack Lawrence, the team's leading scorer, going up against a 2-3 zone from the Bulldogs. Centerburg, 1 3-point shooter on the team, so looks like East Knox going to make them try some from beyond the arc here tonight.
Slowing the game down is a key as well.
Bennett Hill, he tried the 3, doesn't get it. Smart play, though, by Lawrence to deflect it off the leg of Hayden Merritt, and it will stay with the Trojans as we take a look at our first pub replay of the game. Trojans, again, trying to get something going against this 2-3 zone early on, 45 seconds in. Nice passing to Harris, backdoor to Blaine Ball. He's fouled, and we will get our first free throw attempts of the night as the backside of the East Knox defense did not see that slip into the zone.
Yeah, they got to sink down to the level of the basketball. In that case, they did not do it on the backside. Great patience, like you were stating at the beginning of the game. Centerburg, be unselfish, passing the ball very well there. Very few dribbles so far in this game.
Blaine Ball, a 48% free throw shooter, gets the first point of the evening. It's 1-0. Misses the second, and the rebound will be taken out by East Knox and Landon Dawson. Merritt gets it off to Logan Whitney, and Whitney, his pass deflected out. It'll stay with East Knox underneath the hoop as it was stripped from behind.
Yep, great strip from behind on that one. Straight man-to-man, Centerburg defense.
Baseline drive, kick back out to Whitney. Whitney thought about the 3. He will drive in. He floats it up but misses the glass. Airballed it, rebounded out to Lawrence and ahead to Harris. But Harris took one too many steps, as you'll see here on the replay, and it'll be a turnover.
Yeah, well,
he caught it, kind of got caught with the ball.
Got the Buckeyes colors on, thought he was a little Quinshawn Junkins there, and forgot to put the ball down on the court.
NFL-bound Quinshawn Junkins, he declared today. Dawson on the elbow, and he takes one too many steps. I mean, it is getting warmer outside. People, getting antsy inside, want to take some walks.
Yeah, exactly. Don't even have to suit up for the cold inside here.
So the Trojans back with possession. Isaiah Suley gets it to Bennett Hill. Now, Suley did have a knee injury from football. That had hampered him for the season so far, but he's back in the playing. That offensive board was not taken. It was caught out of bounds. In and out on the shot. It was a good shot, just did not fall.
Yeah, same spot. He missed the one from before, but they've both been in and out. So it's just a matter of time.
So Logan Whitney crosses the timeline. 2 minutes in. 1-0 Centerburg. His entry pass is thrown away. He was looking for Landon Dawson there, but just a little bit too beyond him and out of bounds.
Yeah, if we would have got a hold of FanDuel before the game, I would think we would have gone for the under here.
This is looking like a Briar Householder pitch game for the Bulldogs. 1-0.
Yeah.
Lawrence on the block, gets it back out to Bennett Hill, works around the Trevin Harris, fakes the three, crosses, gets it to Sully in the corner. He'll back things out. Lawrence, Euros, floats, got it. First field goal of the game goes to Jack Lawrence. It's 3-0. Whitney across the timeline, gets it to Merritt. Skips it now along the baseline is Dawson. Gives it up right before he walked. A tough contested shot won't go. And out in transition go the Trojans. Harris right side. Up to Lawrence. Back to Trevin. Trevin for three.
You can see they're definitely attacking the left side of the zone over there. Don't know if they saw something in scouting. That might be the weak part of their defense, but seems to be getting all their shots in the same area.
Harris from the corner makes it 6-0. First 3 points for Trevin. There's a handoff to Merritt. Inside, off the glass. Counted and one.
Yeah, like we spoke before, last couple times we've seen them, the East Knox has a difficult time finishing inside the lane there. So they missed their first bunny tonight, but today with a little contact, you got a chance for an and one.
Isaiah Sully called on the foul. He said that swiping motion was why they called the foul, and it's a chance to cut this to a 3-point game early on. Merritt's free throw in, and it is 6-3. Approaching the midway point of quarter number one. Defensive battle thus far here at the Dog Pound. Ball gets it over to Bennett Hill. He's going to try a deep three, nothing but net.
Yeah. He's not afraid to shoot from that kind of a distance, so something to keep in mind if you're Coach Powell. Game could get away quickly from him.
Bennett Hill, a 42% three-point shooter. He's that lone three-point threat. Can't let him be that open. That'll be a jump ball. It'll stay with East Knox at 4:02 left in the first. Here's that three-pointer once again.
Yeah, long range one. It's at least a college three-pointer.
And you know you're on when you can shoot like that and hit nothing but net. Sully and Ball both at 30%. Trevin Harris only at 17% from three, but he's going to boost that with that three he had earlier.
Yep.
Corbin Poff into the lane. Gets it stripped. No, they're going to call a walk before.
Let's see that on replay, and there you see 1-2. I don't know. Counts as a turnover regardless of thoughts for the replay.
Another three, this time from Hill. Again, won't go. Can't get a second three of the night. It's a rebound out to Whitney. Whitney. That's deflected off of Sully and then off of East Knox. Nice job by Isaiah to get his hand off of it. Then it hit off the leg, maybe glanced off of Landon Dawson and out of bounds.
Yeah, interesting is Centerburg, with the defense that they're facing, they've shot six times. 5 of them have been three-pointers.
3:18 left. As Harris will try another three, just a bit short, and the rebound comes to Landon Dawson, then to Whitney. Whitney across the lane, layup will fall. Landon Dawson, that time he gets it to finish, it's 9-5.
His first two of the game.
That'll be deflected out. We'll take a look at the nice passing there. He got both defenders to come over to him, was able to just wrap it around, and the easy bucket.
I'd like to see a little bounce pass underneath in a zone defense. Hard to defend. A lot of people have a tendency to lob those.
Another shot off the mark for Centerburg, but they get their first offensive board of the game. Harris back out the hill, right side, three-pointer for Blaine Ball.
Well, they've been watching a little bit of the Golden State Warriors. Let's just jack up a bunch of threes like the Warriors and the Celtics today.
That blocked out of bounds. Trevin Harris with the swat.
It would be a nice highlight for the week, potentially.
Knocked out of bounds,
That's
and
about
another East Knox turnover.
4 unforced turnovers by East Knox tonight. Maybe playing a little tight, which you shouldn't see on your own home court. Another 3 on the way from Centerburg.
And again, East Knox is giving it to them. They're trying it. And with 3 threes already, but a nice answer on the other end is 4 points now for Landon Dawson. 12-7. East Knox keeping it close here with 2 minutes left in the first. Harris will try another 3, again off the mark, and this time a one and done as Corbin Poff comes down with the board. Poff into the lane. He floats it up, in and out, and the rebound into Jack Lawrence's hand, but he hands it right back over to Landon Dawson. Dawson knocks over Sully, no call, hands it off to Merritt for the bucket.
That was a fun play to watch all the way around. Good no call right there by the official.
5 points for Hayden. It's a 3-point game once again. Hill will try a 3. That one's off the back iron, no, and the rebound again to Poff. Bulldogs can cut this to 1 with a layup. And they do.
Hey, you're relying on one thing, and that's long 3-pointers. If you're not going to make plenty full of them.
Briar Karosik with his first bucket of the game. Highly contested shot by Ball in the paint, and another one and done. Now East Knox can take the lead right before the end of the quarter. Merritt skips it out. That's Kyson Miller.
It's a nice 6-0 run right now by East Knox.
Picks up his dribble at the free throw line. Gets it over to Dawson. Dawson in the lane, Euros, but hits it off the bottom of the rim. No good. 35 seconds left in the first. Centerburg, we'll see if they hold for the final shot. Sully started driving in. Instead, they get an open look. Can't cash in, but an offensive board by Lawrence. Out the Harris for 3. He can't get it. And the rebound knocked out of bounds and will go to East Knox with 19.2 left. We'll take a look at most of that sequence right here. So East Knox giving Centerburg the 3-point shot, but knowing they're not a highly accurate team from beyond the arc, and it's worked so far. They're only down 1.
Yeah, it's been a great first quarter for them here at the home court. They were down 12-5, got an opportunity to actually win the quarter here. Holding for the last shot, I'm sure.
Whitney inside, back out to him at the free throw line. Kicks it right side. Zeke Proud with that one. He hits the 3. East Knox leads. That heave almost went in, but this shot by Zeke Proudfoot puts the Bulldogs up 14-12 at the end of 1. We'll take a break when we come back. Quarter number 2 right here, live and free on the OH Report.
An icon is returning to the heart of Apple Valley. The Pub, Kitchen, and Tap is back, and we do game day differently, offering a brand new patio, all new bar with a wide variety on tap, and plenty of big screen TVs to ensure you never miss the big play. Our menu has a diverse selection of both food and drink, so there will always be plenty for the whole family to enjoy. Whether you want to catch the big game or just enjoy a night out with the family, the Pub, Kitchen, and Tap has something for everyone.
(14-12) East Knox after 1. Travis Berardi, Gray Faldy, and Centerburg jumped out to a lead, but a 9-0 run by the Bulldogs to end the quarter. Have them in the lead.
Gets them in the lead by 2, and Centerburg's fault in that first quarter was their 3-point shooting. Started well, ended up 3 for 14 from the 3-point line. It's a whole lot of 3-point shots.
And East Knox is giving it to them, but a team that's shooting under 30% from 3, they're going to keep letting them do that. That ball deflected. Yeah. Actually, it wasn't deflected. They said just...
He just shot that straight over the backboard.
Carter Roadback.
He's afraid of getting that blocked.
Talk about muscle right there, Craig.
Yeah.
3-quarter court pressure by Centerburg, nearly taken away. put it in the hands of Proudfoot. Back out to Whitney. Passes it to Karosik, and from the elbow, it's true.
East Knox hit 4 of their last 5 shots, getting them a 4-point lead here.
Into the lane. That floater contested, doesn't fall. Rebound fought for, and finally, East Knox comes out with it, so the run will continue, and we're going to get a foul 96 feet away.
Yeah, putting on a little bit of change on the defensive philosophy here for Centerburg and Coach Marhefka, I believe.
Yep.
And then you can tell offensively already he's probably preaching to them after the in-between quarters that, hey, these 3-pointers, we've got to settle in and try to attack the basket as well, make them stay true in their zone defense. But a 1-2-2 full court press put on by Centerburg here in the second quarter.
The Bulldogs looking to extend on its 4-point lead, but Harris gets the steal. Harris skips it over the hill. As Centerburg trying to end their scoring drought here, 2 minutes into the second quarter, trailing by 4.
Yeah, I bet it's been a good 5 minutes since they've scored.
There's a spin, and free throws will be upcoming for Miles Marshall. Marshall, one of the stars on the football team this year. Centerburg made the playoffs.
And just a sophomore. Be here for 2 more football and basketball seasons.
First free throw, though, is short. Centerburg 1 of 3 so far.
Pretty clean game so far with only a couple fouls here in the second quarter alone. We've only had 4 free throw attempts.
And a quick first quarter as well, as the second free throw will fall. And the drought ended there with the 1 of 2 by Marshall. 16-13, 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Dawson gets it back out to Whitney. Poff tried the quick entry pass, but it gets deflected away. Ball still bouncing around and finally taken out. Quickly ahead, but Poff with the pick, looking like a safety out there.
Yeah, a little Caleb Downs action here in East Knox.
Merritt to the lane, too strong, but a long rebound out to Whitney. He gets into the lane, kicks it right side. Extra pass, 3 in the air for Miller, just off the mark, but another offensive board by Dawson. He muscles his way up, he'll get free throws. What an offensive possession by the Bulldogs.
Excellent, very aggressive, good passing, attacking the basket, going up strong. 2 freebies coming.
And a chance once again to extend this to a 2-possession game. First free throw falls. And again, it's a 2-possession game as Dawson hits his 5th point.
Well, this far into his first season as a varsity player, I got to say, doesn't act and play like a freshman. Let's go ahead and say he's got the sophomore ability right now.
Absolutely, he hits both. Landon Dawson on the season, 10.7 points per game. He's shooting 54% from the field. The future of East Knox basketball right there.
Absolutely.
6 points for him as we approach 5 minutes left in this opening quarter. Lawrence, top of the key. Oh, man. No call.
I got to tell you, that might have been a really good call by the official. Looked like he was going to get attacked.
I was expecting that to be a kick ball at least. That shot short, and we'll get a foul. But let's take a look at the other end, that whole sequence.
Going up for 3, maybe. And right back to him.
Yeah, this will be coming up right here.
Yeah. There was a little contact there, but could have called it late maybe if they wouldn't have got the steal.
I would think at the most it'd be an on-the-floor foul, but let him go. I think it's just his ability to jump over him. The referee was a little bit in shock and surprise. So, nonetheless, ball don't lie moment. It was a turnover, a foul on the other end on East Knox. So, Kyson Miller was called for his first foul. Centerburg yet to record a field goal here in the second quarter.
Or even attempt a three. I think there was a little tongue lash in there in between the quarters.
In the lane, that jumper short by Thomas Schaller. And again, East Knox wide open inside, breaking through the defense.
It was an excellent view. Seeing the court while you're dribbling the ball up the court, got a wide open bunny there.
Landon Dawson with 8. And a steal.
Might be looking
Here comes Miller.
I would think a timeout is in order here.
And there it is by John Marhefka. East Knox out to an 8-1 run.
It's been a 17-1 run in the last 18 points.
And, I mean, just look at the muscle that time. Working through, getting the bucket, and the Bulldogs out to its largest lead, 9 points here midway through the second. I want to welcome everybody watching live and free tonight. Sherry and Daniel watching on Facebook. Bunch of you watching on YouTube as well. And also, hello to you watching on Twitter. So we talked about East Knox trying to keep the momentum going. They've had strong first quarters. They've had a strong fourth quarter, but getting a full 4 together. They had a slow start, but since then, they kept it consistent.
Yeah, and I think once you get the most confidence that they have, like right now, let's make it run through halftime, see how you can finish it off. Coach is a little frustrated there. Coach Marhefka, he's firmly called that timeout, stretch his arm nice and wide. And be interesting to see what the adjustments they make here.
Trojans. Nice pass, extra pass inside the Lawrence. And that is exactly what you need to do out of a timeout. They got it inside, got it to their leading scorer, and it's 22-15.
Coach has gone back to his man-to-man, which he used the whole first quarter. Didn't feel that his full court press or zone was doing enough against East Knox, so back to the more comfortable man-to-man.
Merritt for 3. Can't get it. Harris deflected it off the backboard and into the hands of Whitney. Still get another chance, but it's stolen away. Nice hands by Blaine Ball to get that out. 3-on-2. Lawrence back-to-back layups. He's got 6. 5-point game here with 2:30 left in the half.
Yeah, quick mini run and a silly foul from 50 feet away.
That'll be Blaine Ball's first.
But it's not going to put him to the line, but a little overly aggressive there that far away from the hoop. A little different team here in the last 30 seconds.
Poff. He'll try driving, kicks it back out. That's Briar Karosik, and he loses the handle, turned it over into the hands of Trevin Harris. Harris crosses into the lane, floats it. That's going to be an offensive foul.
Yep.
What a job by Briar Karosik. As you see, he set up. There is no arch. And, yeah, that's a great job there. I mean, Harris tried to avoid it. He didn't go in hard. But you stand, you take the brunt of it, you keep upright, and you're going to take a foul.
Yeah, you're going to get the call, especially that low in the lane underneath the basket. You're going to get that call every time. So excellent job on the defensive end.
Harris's second foul, turnover back to East Knox now. But the backdoor cut too strong, and it will go back to Centerburg.
A lot of unforced errors once again. That's 10 turnovers now in the first half. East Knox, I'd imagine 8 of them at least unforced.
Stay tuned with us. Right as we enter the halftime break, we'll have a special presentation. Blake Elliott, honored for All-Ohio on the football side. We'll have that presentation for you that we recorded between games right here. Lawrence.
Lawrence is trying to take a little control of the game here. Been a couple free, nice and easy layups, and then attack the basket there for 2.
Foul will be on Landon Dawson, his first. Lawrence short on the first free throw for him. 2 of 5 now from the line are the Trojans. Make that 2 of 6. And even though he fouled, Dawson will get the board.
So in that situation, that was a good foul, right?
Yep. Only your first foul. Only the team's third. Now, if Centerburg fouls, the Bulldogs will be in the bonus. Nice spin move into the lane. Gets it stripped, though. Regains control and gets it off the Poff in the corner. Poff Euros. Keeps the pivot. Spins, but short. However, another save. No, it's not. He was on the line as he caught that. And Centerburg will get it back with 74 seconds left in the half. But an errant pass right back to East Knox. Poff will try the jump 3. Got it! Corbin Poff's first 3. Makes it 25-17 under a minute to play. Harris on the other end. Spins, kicks it back out. 3 in the air for Hills, short. Lawrence with the offensive board, muscles his way up and in.
Lawrence with 8 now.
6 in the second quarter. It's a 6-point game with 38 seconds left in the half.
I might consider just one shot here before the half. 30 seconds to go, 6-point lead.
Dawson, and we'll get a called timeout by the Bulldogs.
Coach Powell did not want to get a 5-second call right there. It looked like it was getting close. They're a little slow to attack the basket.
And with all your timeouts, it's okay to give that one.
Oh, yeah. You can't take them with you after the game, right?
But your thoughts so far on this East Knox effort? Centerburg, it's a tough start shooting. They're finally getting it back inside, though. I think that needs to be the game plan moving forward. Even if East Knox is giving you that 2-3 zone, giving you those 3-point attempts, you got to get it inside.
Yeah, and I think that's exactly what Coach was trying to say in between the quarters, and it's starting to pay off for him here late in the second quarter. But East Knox, what a fantastic run by them here in the late first quarter through the second quarter. They're down 12-5 at one point here. So they've won on a 20-7 deficit or advantage the rest of the half. So great effort. I would hold it for 1 here, but I'm sitting here streaming, not coaching, right?
Sometimes I'll say, oh, yeah, they're going to hold for the final shot. Then they take it right to the hole and
exactly
throws you off. But the way it looks like they want to take the final shot unless they're wide open.
Yep.
But Miller, with 10 seconds, they're going to start their offense now. Whitney gets by his defender, picks it up. Looking for Poff. Instead, back to Miller, gets stripped. 3 seconds left. 2, 1. Ball at the buzzer, off the mark, and that will take us to the break. East Knox will head into the halftime break, up 6 on Centerburg. We will take you to the special presentation for Blake Elliott. Have a word from our sponsors and be back with the halftime report after this. You're watching KMAC basketball on a Friday night.
Let's celebrate our All-Ohio Blake Elliott. So let's give Blake a hand. Blake has been named as a linebacker, as a 2-time first-team All-Ohioan in football. So as Coach Andy Beatty came here to speak a little bit about what makes Blake so special.
It is an absolute honor and privilege to present the All-Ohio Football Award to Senior Blake Elliott. Blake's name will forever be etched in the history books here at East Knox, and not just for his incredible stats, but I think very specifically for the way he played the game and went about doing things. Over the course of his 4-year career, Blake racked up 2,662 rushing yards, 470 career tackles, and 30 touchdowns. And in fact, this past season, in back-to-back games, broke the single game record for rushing yards in a game. It was incredible to see his grit, determination, and skill on the field, but also in the locker room and in the weight room all year long. And that's what really sets Blake apart, is not just his athletic achievements on the field, but it's his character. Blake is truly the epitome of a team-first player. In every huddle, every practice, every morning lifting session, every game, he led with humility, he led with hunger, and of course selflessness. He's the kind of player who inspires his teammates to be better, who puts the need of the team above his own. In fact, a lot of times we kind of ask him to not carry the ball and be essentially a pulling guard for us on certain nights. And there was no hesitation. He would just jump in and do whatever we needed. So whether the moment called for a game-changing play or simply a word of encouragement, Blake was the guy. And he consistently was willing to show what it means to be a leader. In my mind, Blake Elliott embodies everything that an East Knox football player should be and should strive to be. Tough, selfless, dedicated, relentlessly committed to excellence in everything he does. His impact on our program will be felt for years to come. There's no doubt that he is deserving of this All-Ohio honor. So Blake, congratulations on a career that will no doubt inspire future Bulldogs to dream big, to work hard, and to always lead with your heart. We are proud to call you one of our own. We're glad that your legacy will live on forever and on these walls out here as you end your football career here at East Knox as one of the best to ever do it. Let's hear it for Blake.
On top of being an incredible football player, many of you know what an unbelievable wrestler he is. Blake is, quite frankly, one of the greatest wrestlers I've ever seen at the high school level. Just to give a little brief recap, when I first got here, his freshman year, he made states at 190. Now, those of you that understand wrestling, you understand, up at the upper classes, 190, and the higher weight classes, it's super hard to do that because that's usually juniors and seniors. So to do it as a freshman was unbelievable. Then his sophomore year, many of you know, he got injured early on in the season, very early on in the season, had to sit out several months, and then he came to me 2 days after the deadline for wrestling in the state tournament, and he said, I can do it. I can make it. I got a slip from the doctors, I can do this. So I called the state, and they said, do you think he can do this? And I said the phrase that I've never said probably about anybody else I've ever had as an athlete. I said, the kid has a heart of a lion. If anybody can do it, Blake can. And they said, okay, we'll put him in. They put him in there. He made it all the way to states again after having several months off in competition, which I can't believe I saw. He, of course, made states again last year, made the podium last year and this year, wrestling against a lot of D1 and D2 high-level competition. He's 22-7, which is incredible considering the people he wrestles against every single day. And he's remarkable in every single way that Coach Beatty mentioned. So on top of his plaque, and on top of adding all the wrestling things to his plaque, after the season is completed, I want him to do a favor, and I want him to just turn around and take a look at that banner that's up there for the football team, because you're getting one of your own. So congratulations, we're going to actually put a banner for Blake Elliott. We're going to let him pick. Blake gets to pick which one he wants. We've got a couple of them. He's going to decide which one he wants. So, congratulations, great. You are as great as they've ever been at this school, and you're unbelievable, and it's going to be awesome watching you in the next 2 months, finishing up your senior wrestling season. It's going to be special. I know that. So, congratulations, Blake, and pick the banner that you want. It's all your decision. Thanks.
Travis, what's up?
Oh, not much. What's that sound?
Just working on some long overdue improvements here.
Whoa.
Fit for a Hall of Famer. Hi, I'm Joe Baylog. Tune into the Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH.REPORT.
Mazza's restaurant in Mount Vernon offers Italian classics perfected for generations. Featuring house specialties enjoyed since the family opened its doors in 1939. Headlined by the famous Mazza salad, along with all new flavors and convenient features, like our Neapolitan-style pizzas and easy online ordering for both pickup and delivery. Visit Mazzas.com for weekly specials and make Mazza's your choice for a dining experience over 70 years in the making.
An icon is returning to the heart of Apple Valley. The Pub, Kitchen, and Tap is back, and we do game day differently, offering a brand new patio, all new bar with a wide variety on tap, and plenty of big screen TVs to ensure you never miss the big play. Our menu has a diverse selection of both food and drink, so there will always be plenty for the whole family to enjoy. Whether you want to catch the big game or just enjoy a night out with the family, the Pub, Kitchen, and Tap has something for everyone.
From primary care to orthopedics, women's health to pain management, the Knox Community Hospital Centerburg Health and Wellness Center provides excellent care for virtually all your family's healthcare needs. Comprehensive lab services are also offered at our state-of-the-art facility. Podiatry and surgical consultations too. The Centerburg Health and Wellness Center. It's a world of great care right around the corner.
Back here inside the Killbuck Savings Bank halftime report, where your score at the break. East Knox 25, Centerburg 19. Travis Berardi back here with Craig Baldy. And Craig, let's get right into the halftime stats. East Knox let Centerburg shoot the three. Centerburg 3 of 15 from the three.
Yeah. That was the key. The first quarter, they shot 14 of them and only made 3, so now 20% just not going to cut it. So they're trying to, I would assume at halftime that they were talking about attacking the basket and getting the tempo up. They're only scored 19 points so far, and they averaged 54 in the season.
And then very efficient by the Bulldogs. They're shooting 50%, 2 of 5 from 3. Out-rebounding Centerburg, had a couple offensive boards that they were unable to cash in on, but still a very efficient game so far for them, playing good defense with that 2-3 zone. But Centerburg, towards the end of that first half, was able to really get things going inside the paint. They're going to have to do that more.
I think they reestablished themselves, especially with Jack Lawrence, who has a game high of 8 points for him at this point.
So back to action here, quarter number 3, East Knox with possession. Whitney out to Poff in the corner. Back to Whitney as they start their offense. Gives it off to Kyson Miller.
A little bit more aggressive man-to-man, a little bit higher than normal.
Miller into the lane, loses the handle and in the hands of Jack Lawrence. Lawrence ahead to Trevin Harris. Harris, he goes into the lane, jump stop, puts it up and in. Good start for the Trojans. Harris with 5 points. That's his first field goal since the first quarter.
Yeah, and you can see that the tempo is trying to be established here very early in the third quarter by Centerburg. A little bit more aggressive on both ends of the court.
Whitney, he gets into the lane, jump stops, spins, scoops it. Tough contested shot, doesn't go. And out in transition, too strong into the cheerleading group. It'll go back to East Knox. We take a look at our first bucket of the second half, brought to you by the Pub.
Nice strong move underneath the hoop by Trevin Harris. Within 4 points now.
1 minute gone by. That's the lone bucket so far of quarter 3, as that's deflected off the hands and out of bounds by Blaine Ball. It'll stay with the Bulldogs.
You can see a little more aggressive on the man-to-man defense here, and they had a couple of long, fast break opportunities there. Here, and we're only 1 minute into third quarter. So you can see the adjustment that Coach Marhefka, thank you.
Poff up and under. Gets it inside, but Harris strips it away from Hayden Merritt, and Centerburg, again, a chance to get this back to one possession. Harris gets it off the hill as they get into the offense. Ball drives back out to Trevin. He's going to be double teamed for a second and dishes it off. Ball inside to Lawrence and picked off, perfectly read by Poff. He'll drive into the lane. Off the glass, doesn't get a call. Not much contact to get one.
No.
And back comes Centerburg.
Yeah, it looks like they had 2 straight opportunities there, and they're just taking to the ball. And they don't seem to be in the right position while they're shooting.
Centerburg went too fast on it, and it will turn into 2 points. Great transition bucket there as Hayden Merritt now has 7.
It's a beautiful look from 30 feet from the basket there, a simple bounce pass way underneath.
27-21 as we approach 5:30 left here, third quarter. Lawrence at the elbow, back out the Hill. Hill will try a 3, in and out, and Merritt gets the board. Lawrence all over him, gets it back off to Whitney, and Whitney way ahead now to Dawson. Into the lane, he gets it to fall. 10 points for Landon.
That's how you take it to the hoop. Nice spin move, way definitely under control and going up strong.
Harris on the other end. Gets fouled before the shot. It'll be on the floor, I believe, as we take a look at that nice take right here.
Yep.
There's the
Great spin move. Not too many steps.
All in control as well.
Yep, perfectly done.
Foul's going to go
by the
against
now
Logan
known
Whitney.
sophomore.
Yes. It was on the floor, so it'll be a baseline inbounds. Harris quick release, too strong. Lawrence with the offensive board, cleans it up. He's got 10. It's 29-23. Miller. Pick and roll inside, and Harris will get called for the foul.
That'd be a nice take a look at that on the replay. Hands down, I can't see it from this angle. But once again,
the slapping motion.
You've got the slapping motion going straight up and down from top to bottom. They make that call almost every time we're together. And I don't know if they've let one of those go yet.
That's Harris's third foul as well. He's going to have to take a seat. Dawson 3 for 3 from the line tonight. He leads all scorers now with 11. Misses, but a long rebound out.
They're going to miss long, right?
Yeah. If you're going to miss it, at least get the offensive board. That's exactly what happened. Bulldogs have a chance to add on to its lead. And deflected, it will stay with East Knox. Take a look at the sequence right here.
Yeah, he was very close to getting a 5-second call. I was thinking Powell might try to call a timeout on that one, maintain that 7-point lead, but turned out in their favor.
Into the lane, Merritt got it. Back up to a 9-point lead. 9 points for Hayden. Straightaway 3. Got it. Much needed by Bennett Hill. His second 3 of the night. He's got 6.
It's quietly a 2-point game.
Offensive board. Put back off the glass and in. (32-28) the score. I thought I was right.
I think the score is a little
Yeah, it was a little off.
offset. We're trusting the scoreboard operator here, which is essential.
34-26 is the score.
If they just gave it to the wrong team, who knows it's a 4-point swing.
an important four-point swing at the moment.
Quietly, that game was 30-28 when it should have been 32-26.
So the Bulldogs up 8. Get it in. Merritt looking backdoor, but we'll get a foul on Marshall.
East Knox 4 of 7 from the field here in the second half, so they are maintaining their great shooting for the evening, taking up the ball a lot stronger like we talked at the beginning of the game, how they were just going up a little too weak. Not the case tonight.
Into the lane, Merritt. It won't go that time. Looking for a call. Doesn't get it. Back comes Centerburg. Hill. Thought about a deep three. Gets it to Sully. Sully inside to Lawrence. Lawrence puts it up just in and out. Gets his own board. Puts it up and in.
Strong athletic move after the rebound on that one. Up to 12 points for Lawrence.
34-28 on the Knox Public Health scoreboard. Whitney, he's going to go in. Extra pass to Merritt. Lays it too strong. And back comes Lawrence. Another missed opportunity for the Bulldogs. Lawrence just muscles his way through.
Well, you speak certain things, and next thing you know, 2 times in a row they had point-blank shots, and in that case, too strong, like you said. And back the other way, Lawrence is taking control of this game.
Poff going to get fouled from behind as Ball tried with the strip.
Well, you know, Travis, when the ball gets shot that perfectly straight, it's almost always a clean hit from the behind.
The only question was, did that left hand, did he grab?
Did he touch him
wrap
underneath?
Or maybe another.
Maybe.
The angle's not that good for us up here, but you're right. Yeah, with the deflection at least, it looked like it was clean, but it depends if there are more extracurriculars other than that. 2 minutes left in the third. East Knox still up by 4. Poff jump stops in the lane, spins, puts it up. No, but an offensive board taken by Dawson. Back out to Poff for 3 in the corner, short, and Lawrence gets the rebound, gets it ahead to Marshall. Marshall in a 2-on-1. Nice.
Good time for a timeout for Coach Powell. We got a little bit of a run here going.
3 points for Marshall. It's 34-32.
Points for Centerburg. And there you have it.
Timeout, East Knox. They were up 9 in the quarter. They're now only up 2 as we take a look at the last bucket. So Centerburg starting to collect themselves now, Craig.
Yeah, you know, East Knox gets on a nice little run, but, you know, Centerburg just stays tried and true to what they want to do, and eventually just they seem to always keep back into the game. But East Knox still got to be really confident in the way those kids are playing tonight. And for Centerburg, Jack Lawrence has just been outstanding underneath the basket tonight, as has Landon Dawson for East Knox. So great matchup tonight here in the KMAC at East Knox here in the Dog Pound.
Score after 3, Cardington 56, Northmore 31. They went on a 17-2 run to end the first half.
Wow.
Looks like Cardington's going to remain a game back behind Fredericktown. I want to say hello to Ralphie, Corey, and Grayson Reynolds, former Trojan Grayson. Nice of you to watch on YouTube. That's stripped away into the hands of Lawrence. Now Centerburg, with 90 seconds left in the quarter, has a chance to tie or take the lead.
Yeah, it seems like the physicality is favoring Centerburg right now.
Sully for 3 off the front iron, but an offensive board by Hill. Back into the hands of Isaiah. Now to Hill again. Floats it short, knocked out of bounds, and it will stay with Centerburg with 1s left on the clock.
See that on a replay. See what we got here. He'll drive into the hoop, shoot a floater. And it looks like Lawrence may have tipped that one out, but once again, our view from way up here in the skybox is not that good.
Sully misses, but the board comes to East Knox with 1 minute left in the third. They get it inside to Merritt. Merritt works his way through, but can't get it to go. Jack with the board, 45 seconds left in the third. He's going to try and take it all the way, but he kicks it out. Isaiah, he's into the lane. He'll pull up, in and out. Dawson gets the board, but perfectly read. And a foul on the rebound. Blaine Ball, though, gets the steal, and Centerburg gets possession back.
An opportunity to tie the game here after a silly turnover there in the backcourt.
It was on the floor, so Sully it was after the first shot as he rebounded it and came down.
Gotcha.
Ball. The Hill, then to Sully with 25 seconds left. Gets it into Lawrence. Lawrence with the little left-handed hook ties things up.
16 tonight for Lawrence.
34 all, 15 seconds left in the third. East Knox looking to hold for the final shot of the quarter. Whitney crosses into the lane. Back out to Dawson with 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Whitney deep three, doesn't go, and that is how quarter number 3 will end. The Trojans have come back and tied things up at 34 as we head to money time.
Mazza's restaurant in Mount Vernon offers Italian classics perfected for generations. Featuring house specialties enjoyed since the family opened its doors in 1939. Headlined by the famous Mazza salad, along with all new flavors and convenient features, like our Neapolitan-style pizzas and easy online ordering for both pickup and delivery. Visit Mazzas.com for weekly specials and make Mazza's your choice for a dining experience over 70 years in the making.
Fourth quarter ready to go here from Howard, Ohio. East Knox and Centerburg tied at 34. Travis Berardi, Craig Faldy back here from the Dog Pound, and we've got ourselves a good one here on a Friday night.
Yes, we do. It's been a game of runs. East Knox has had a 17-1 run. Centerburg has had a 12-5 run, and they're currently on an 8-0 run here late in the early here in the fourth quarter.
Pretty much constructed by one Jack Lawrence, leading all scores with 16 points here tonight. Sue Lee, just beyond the three-point line, will back it out and get it to Bennett Hill. Lane Ball.
Great
Back
patience here against the 2-3 zone.
Sue Lee. Back to Hill. Just passing it around, trying to get it inside. They do to Marshall. Extra pass to Lawrence. Just missed the near freebie. And it's rebounded by East Knox 1 minute into the fourth. They had a minute possession, could not score. Miller into the lane. No call, but into the hands of Dawson. Dawson muscles up off the back iron, no, and finally Lawrence gets the board. Quickly ahead now, into the hands of Ball. Ball into the lane, muscled, no, and we get a foul called on Lawrence.
Go the other way, wow.
They say that Dawson had possession and Lawrence just went through and stripped it away. However, only the first foul on Jack Lawrence and the first foul of quarter number 4.
Later the game it gets, better chance for East Knox to pull the upset here.
Can East Knox put a full 4 quarters together? They scored 60-plus points twice. Both were losses. But tonight, they're not going to need that. A bump foul inside. It'll be the second on Centerburg here, 94 seconds in. That's the second on Miles Marshall.
Call from far away from the outside official. He must have saw something, and somebody
Here.
has voiced the wrong.
Who's it on? Waiting for the... Are they saying East Knox? Yes. Landon Dawson said something. It's going to be a technical against the Bulldogs.
I don't know if we can run that back in any way, shape, or form to see.
This was during the play. Here's the foul. Dawson underneath.
Wasn't giving him the basketball. Wasn't giving him the ball.
Wait for it. He's still there. He gets pushed from behind. It's always the second person because Miles Marshall gave him a little bump, a little hello. And then after, that's why they always say do not.
Yeah, don't retaliate.
Don't retaliate there.
Yeah. And there's no shots or anything.
They're actually giving double technicals, so they did see the Marshall shove.
There we go.
That'll be his third, so
who knew
no
that they
shots.
threw it back to the replay booth that we don't have?
Yeah.
High school basketball.
Right? So it was a double technical. Third foul on Marshall, second foul on Dawson. Inbounds pass, Merritt scores.
Caught him sleeping.
He's got 11. 36-34 Bulldogs. Lawrence along the baseline. Backs it out, gets it inside to Marshall. Marshall, straightaway three for Hill. Got it. Trojans lead. 3 threes for Bennett Hill. He's got 9. It's 37-36, under 6 left. Poff at the elbow. Gets it to Merritt. Merritt driving baseline. He's going to get bumped. That, I believe, should put East Knox on the free throw line.
Maybe one more.
Might be one more. It said 4 when I looked up. It's going to be the 4th on Marshall.
Yeah, looks like that. They were quick on the trigger to get that 4 on the board.
On the trigger. But now for the final 5:47, East Knox will be in the bonus.
Well, and that could be a key when a game that's this close.
Whitney from the elbow. Got it.
Here's the floor general decided to take a shot finally.
First field goal of the night's a big one. It's 38-37, 5:30 left in regulation.
He's about their most unselfish player. At that time, he was left open in the lane.
Ball back to Hill, who just hit the 3, down to the corner. Sully thought about a 3, drives it in, floats it. No. Off the rim twice, did not fall, and into the hands of Merritt. Then he gets it to Whitney with 5:10 left. Bulldogs with a chance to extend this to a full possession or even more. Trevin Harris at the scorer's table getting ready to come back in, and a take and free throws will be coming up for Logan Whitney as he drew the foul on Blaine Ball, his 3rd.
He must have been pretty excited about that last bucket he made. He think now he's
that
becoming
confidence.
a scorer.
Logan Whitney, an 85% free throw shooter. First attempts of the night. Got the first.
Trevin Harris back into the game. Nice sized athlete coming back in.
The bad thing is Marshall's going to have to sit down with 4. You'd like to have both of those physical players to be in at the same time along with Lawrence. Both free throws are good. It's a 3-point lead for the Bulldogs. 5 minutes left. Hill back to Sully. Now the ball. Again, East Knox packing it inside the paint.
Yeah, they're keeping it very tight in there.
Isaiah, skip pass over the ball. Ball drives it in. Gets around the defender but can't get it to fall. In the rebound, out to Merritt. Coming up on the midway point of the 4th quarter, East Knox still holding on to a 3-point lead. Whitney gets it to Merritt. Now out to Poff. Jump stop for a 3. Instead floated it in and turned it over.
Unforced error on that one, but limited turnovers this second half by both teams. Only 5 for East Knox, 4 for Centerburg.
That was a bit of miscommunication as well because Landon Dawson did have that lob, but then as it was thrown, tried to get in front of his defender, so completely misunderstood on that.
Yeah, it's just the timing in that situation. Absolutely correct.
Ball in the Harris. Harris was on the bench.
No silly fouls here.
With 3 fouls earlier, but he's back in probably for the remainder. Isaiah just inside the 3-point line. Gets it left side. Hill for the tie. Got it! Bennett Hill, 4 threes. 12 points. It's 40-all with 3:40 left. Whitney Gets bumped a bit, loses the handle into the hands of Sully. It's a steal. Now it's Ball. Ball gets it deflected, but gets it right back. Harris, too strong for Lawrence. It was a good look, but just too much.
Yeah, it looked like a little Matt Stafford action on that one. That's about a 90-mile-an-hour fastball.
And we will get an East Knox timeout. 3:23 left.
So 2 more timeouts left for East Knox, 4 timeouts for Centerburg.
While we have a moment, let's thank our sponsors. Knox Public Health, committed to the health of the community by promoting healthy lifestyles, preventing illness, and protecting the community. The Killbuck Savings Bank. Since 1900, Killbuck Savings Bank has been proud to serve our community with dedication, integrity, and a commitment to your financial success. In 2025, our organization will mark an incredible milestone, 125 years of building relationships, empowering dreams, and growing together with you. Mazza's Restaurant, offering a homemade spin on old Italian classics, original family recipes, and features the famous Mazza salad. You were talking about that at the break. The Pub, Kitchen, and Tap. It's one of the best, absolutely. Awesome food and drinks in Howard by the Mazza's brothers, featuring a gastro spin on regional favorites. Home and Kitchen Supply, your one-stop shop for kitchen and baths, windows and doors since 1970, and Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community. Thank you all for allowing us to bring you this KMAC matchup on a Friday night, live and free. You know the Pub in Mazza's pretty well, don't you, Craig?
I'd spend a few hours and a few dollars in there for sure, especially on the weekends when they have bands come in.
Oh, absolutely.
And you can sit outside on the patio. It's a great place to be.
And if you would like to support these fine businesses, well, the links are in the descriptions on YouTube and Facebook. You can actually click the links on Facebook as well. Support them because they support us and they support East Knox. Poff into the lane looking to get the lead. Muscles too short though. Knocked out the Miller. 3 minutes left. Poff will try a 3. In and out. And Lawrence gets the rebound. Out and running is Centerburg. It's a 3-on-3. Right side the ball. Back to Lawrence. They'll reset here with under 3 minutes left in the game.
Now that we're approaching 2.5 minutes, good thing to know here is East Knox has 3 fouls to give before sending Centerburg to the line.
Too.
Yep.
And Coach Marhefka is going to take a timeout and talk things over with 2:38 remaining here in regulations.
That'll be his second timeout. They'll have 3 timeouts left for Centerburg. Once again, 2 for East Knox.
Once again, hello to everybody watching live and free tonight. Chris Deal, thank you for watching. A certain Brian Skoronsky, I believe, is watching as well. Did you get all your homework done, Mr. Skoronsky, before you started watching TV?
We have your boss here.
Camera work by Jory Hollenbeck tonight. Thank you, Jory. As always, Cray Faldy is well with me on most KMAC games down here in Howard.
I think I'd look for a way to get Lawrence the basketball here because inside the paint once again because he was relishing in that role in the second and third quarter. Here in the fourth quarter, he's been very quiet.
Or even an inside-out game with him and Bennett Hill, who's hit 2 threes here in the quarter, too.
Yeah, and you can just see with that Hill, his shot is beautiful. He could get on a roll in a hurry. So, once again, East Knox 2-3 zone, though. They've been causing them fits all night long, and they're staying tried and true to it. They're keeping everybody inside the paint.
Well, if you can hold Centerburg to one and done, get a body on a rebound, you might get a foul, draw a foul, and have a chance at free throws. They're in the bonus. Possession arrow also favors them with 2:30 left. 5 fouls to 1. They have 4 to give. They have 2 timeouts. Centerburg with 3, as you see with the dots on our scoreboard. Sully inside the Harris, puts it up and in. Centerburg leads again, and Coach Marhefka is going to get another timeout as Harris just sealed off his defender, put it up and in.
Yeah, and just like you stated there, they looked like a little high-low game there at the high post to the low. Had him pinned perfectly. Easy 2 points there for Harris.
And the thing is, he didn't just seal his defender on the block. He sealed him in the middle of the lane to where if he caught it, he didn't have to go backwards. He went forwards and had that separation.
Right.
42-40.
The only thing bad can happen there is he'd get fouled and be to the free throw line. But 42-40, East Knox. It's been a very exciting game for them so far tonight. See if they can finish it strong.
Only the second time in the second half at Centerburg's lead that they've led. They led by 1 momentarily before an answer, and now they lead by 2. Can the Bulldogs have another answer? No, they turn it over. Lawrence ahead to Harris. Harris, extra pass over, almost lost, but stays in the hands of Sue Lee. Sue Lee walks, though.
Yes. Unforced turnover. East Knox flying to the basketball wherever it's going, caused that turnover right there.
1:58 left in regulation. The Bulldogs can tie or take the lead with a field goal. Whitney gets around the screen and off to Poff. Poff gets fouled. He'll get free throws.
Yeah, you reach swinging from behind like that. You got to be a little bit straighter on that to avoid the call. Free throws. The interesting thing here is that East Knox is going to need to at least get a tie here. And it'd be great if they could get the lead, because in their situation, if they're behind and they've got this many fouls to give with only 1:43 to go, it would be the advantage Centerburg.
Poff with 2 free throws. Doesn't get the first. 65% free throw shooter, misses the first. So the best now you can do, 1 of 2 in a 1-point game. Got the second, 42-41. 4 points for Corbin.
Be interested to see if Coach Powell changes up his defense, but they're going to stay right with their 2-3. Centerburg can hold the ball.
Inside to Harris, lays it up and in. He got behind the defense. 3-point lead. 9 points for Trevin. 1:20 left. It's 44-41. Whitney.
Do not need to have a 3 here. Just keep attacking the basket.
Merritt drives. No call, gets his own rebound. Muscles his way, puts it up. Nothing. Ball knocked out. It'll go to Centerburg with 1:09 left. Here's the whole sequence for you.
And Coach Powell will take a timeout here, being down by 3, Centerburg with the basketball.
And this is where they might change things up and start fouling. They need to foul 4 times to put Centerburg on the line.
You know, East Knox had such a great shooting night. However, in the last quite a few minutes here, they've been 2 of 14. So only 14% in their last 14 shots. Giving Centerburg an opportunity to get the lead, but still it's not that far away. But as stated before, there is a whole lot of time here, and East Knox needs to foul 4 times to get them to the free throw line.
Final score, Cardington 72, Northmore 48. So Cardington remains in second place.
Yeah. Be a good showdown between them and Fredericktown later on in the year here.
Fredericktown did hand Cardington its lone loss so far in conference. Bulldogs with some full court pressure here?
Absolutely, and I would try to get the 10-second call first, but as soon as it gets over half court, then I'd make the foul immediate, because we don't have enough time left when you have this many fouls to give. But give your chance to sell for either a 5-second out of bounds situation or a 10-second before half court violation.
We're going to go with the 3-quarter court trap. Sully back to Lawrence.
Be patient in your press.
And it's intercepted by Poff, but he gives it right back as he's going out of bounds. Hill saves it.
Now you got a foul.
They're trying to get Sully. Somebody foul, and there it is finally.
Still 2 more fouls to give.
Second on Whitney, second on the Bulldogs here in the 4th quarter. Smart play by Hill, letting it bounce into the backcourt.
I'd foul. I would foul here.
Whitney closely guarding him. And we're going to get a Coach Marhefka timeout because that was nearly a 5-second call.
Yes, it was. It was. I would think the official was about ready to pop his arm up there and call the violation, but I'd have been quicker getting that foul right there.
44-41. Centerburg needs to be fouled 3 more times before going to the line, so we're going to have a couple more fouls before we see free throws. So again, maybe do we see a quick trap out of the inbounds trying to get something, or is it immediate foul?
I would say try to get the 5-second violation. You don't get that, whoever touches the ball, you've got to foul them right away. 3 times
Doesn't matter
in a
who
row.
touches it because the next 2 times it's just another inbounds. Again,
right there.
Hill into the backcourt.
Get
Whitney
him.
nearly stripped it away.
Be aggressive. Be aggressive.
And there's the foul. Third on Whitney. 38.8 left as Zeke Proudfoot checks in for Whitney for fouling purposes, so your point guard doesn't foul out trying to get Centerburg to the line.
Good coaching maneuver there. I would do the same thing here. I'd be very aggressive.
Harris back to Hill, and there's the foul on Proudfoot.
And the next foul, they will then be at the line, so it'll be interesting if he tries to get a 5-second call.
38.
Maybe a trap like you said, Travis. But there is only 31 seconds to go.
There's Sue Lee with the inbounds, and he is fouled, and he will go to the line.
Actually, a good job there by Coach Powell getting all those fouls in within about a 20-25 second amount of time.
Sue Lee is 67% free throw shooter.
Their first free throws of the second half.
In and out.
Key here is to make sure that you're checking out, secure the rebound. Still plenty of time left in the game. You don't have to shoot a 3 if you're East Knox.
Whitney checks back in. There's the free throw. Got it. Big free throw for Isaiah's first point of the night.
2-possession game here.
Whitney across the timeline. He's going to drive all the way in. Floats it off the glass and in. Timeout, East Knox. We're not done yet, folks. Here's the take.
That's an excellent take by the floor general. That is the last timeout for East Knox. That's one of the things he needs to preach on the sideline, that you don't have any left.
So now even if Centerburg goes 1 of 2 from the line, it's still a 1-possession game as well.
Exactly.
That's smart by Whitney not to force up a 3, but to take it right to the hole.
You just needed one basket there. Take what they give you.
We're not done with our coverage this weekend yet, folks, though. Tomorrow, more action coming your way. Afternoon and evening basketball. Seneca East at Buckeye Central girls. 1:15. Jonathan Langdon be on the call. Shout out Coach Phil Loy. 200th win coaching with his win for Buckeye Central last night. Also 6:30. Upper Sandusky boys host Riverdale. That game going on against Winford right now as we speak. And then the big one. 7:15 around then. Shelby girls at Clear Fork. First place in the MOAC on the line. A Shelby win gives them a 2-game lead. A Clear Fork victory ties things up atop the standings as we approach the end of the season. That game, a big one. You won't want to miss it.
I'm sure there'll be great attendance there.
Inbounds.
Try to get your 10-second violation here if you can.
Didn't get the sideline, though.
Now I would foul.
Harris is not
now
going to
foul. Now I would foul.
And there it is. And once again, Isaiah will go back to the line with 11.8 left. 2 free throws. He was just 1 of 2. Swish on the first.
On a miss, East Knox needs to push it down the court as fast as possible.
Got them both.
On a make.
And the final timeout by Coach John Marhefka. So down the stretch, Sue Lee, who hadn't scored yet, goes 3 of 4. And it's a 4-point game. And the door is all but shut for East Knox now.
Pretty much. You're down 2 scores with no timeouts. You know, it's going to be quite difficult. Centerburg would have to do something silly like foul. So one thing I think Coach should be talking about in the huddle there for Centerburg is do not foul whatsoever. Even if they come down, let them have the lane. Inbounds it and get it down the court as fast as possible.
47-43 the score. Stay tuned after the game for the Mazzas of Mount Vernon. MVP inside the Killbuck Savings Bank post-game show. I would say if Centerburg holds on, Mr. Jack Lawrence would be the one we'll talk to.
Yeah, he had a solid game, especially in the second and third quarter, keeping them in the game when East Knox was on their roll.
Game high 16 points as well. 11.8 left. Centerburg, well, East Knox. This is where you probably want to take that three.
Yeah.
Home run ball, and he stepped over the line. Yeah.
There's a freshman mistake, basically. But he did.
Yep. So now it's 11.8. Got to get it in. They have no timeouts left. It's going all the way into the backcourt, and Trevin Harris. Harris gets around one defender, throws it ahead. It's stolen. To Poff. Poff, he's going to try a deep three. It goes over the backboard with 3.4, and that's pretty much going to do it.
You know, that's pretty scary right there because he took that three, and the defender was up in the air trying to block the shot. That could have been a 4-point play.
Harris with it, and that will do it. Centerburg escapes the dog pound with a 47-43 victory. We'll take a break. When we come back, our Mazza's MVP inside the Killbuck Savings Bank post-game show right here, live and free.
Hey, Travis, what's up?
Oh, not much. What's that sound?
Just working on some long overdue improvements here.
Whoa.
Fit for a Hall of Famer. Hi, I'm Joe Baylog. Tune into the Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH.REPORT.
Mazza's restaurant in Mount Vernon offers Italian classics perfected for generations. Featuring house specialties enjoyed since the family opened its doors in 1939. Headlined by the famous Mazza salad, along with all new flavors and convenient features, like our Neapolitan-style pizzas and easy online ordering for both pickup and delivery. Visit Mazzas.com for weekly specials and make Mazza's your choice for a dining experience over 70 years in the making.
An icon is returning to the heart of Apple Valley. The Pub, Kitchen, and Tap is back, and we do game day differently. Offering a brand new patio, all new bar with a wide variety on tap, and plenty of big screen TVs to ensure you never miss the big play. Our menu has a diverse selection of both food and drink, so there will always be plenty for the whole family to enjoy. Whether you want to catch the big game or just enjoy a night out with the family, the Pub, Kitchen, and Tap has something for everyone.
From primary care to orthopedics, women's health to pain management, the Knox Community Hospital Centerburg Health and Wellness Center provides excellent care for virtually all your family's healthcare needs. Comprehensive lab services are also offered at our state-of-the-art facility. Podiatry and surgical consultations too. The Centerburg Health and Wellness Center. It's a world of great care right around the corner.
Back here with our Mazza's MVP, it is Jack Lawrence. the sophomore, or the senior, I should say. I looked at your number, not what the grade was. The senior, Coach Marhefka probably hopes you're a sophomore, so you have more time left to play. But anyway, game high, 16 points, dominated inside the paint as Centerburg comes back to knock off East Knox. Jack, congratulations.
Thank you.
So East Knox started off, they ran that 2-3 zone. They were giving you the threes. You guys were taking those threes. Wasn't so successful early on. But then it seemed like you got back to playing Centerburg basketball. You got it inside, especially to you, and you got your points. Just yes, you got a big fan section down here. But just go over what adjustments were made to allow you guys to get back to playing your basketball, and especially to dominate inside the paint.
East Knox kind of sagged back, so we were a little excited with the threes. We got Bennett. He's a good three-point shooter, and Trev was taking some, which he doesn't do it very often, but he can hit some too. And I think we were living and dying by it. So we kind of our basics. When we run, we got this buddy system with the two bigs, and we just got to work that. And you can see we kind of worked it at the end, third quarter, and just kind of scored in paint and took what they gave us.
Yeah, you guys. It doesn't matter who you play in the KMAC. You go on the road, it's a tough test. You went to Danville, you won in overtime, 76-70. You come down here, you're trailing by as much as 9 points, but you gut it out. Just what does that say about the KMAC? Because you got to throw records out just out the door when you go on the road, because it can be a tough atmosphere to play.
Exactly. Yeah, the KMAC is definitely an unappreciated conference, but it's definitely hard anywhere you play. It's going to be a game each night, and you just got to be prepared.
Coming into a tough stretch for you guys. You have Cardington, you have Northmore twice, you have Fredericktown. Fredericktown, no losses in the conference. Cardington won. Northmore lost tonight, so they're behind you with 3 losses. But you guys are still alive. You got to win the night. You just survive in advance. You still have a chance at a KMAC championship with a win over Fredericktown and some help. Just you guys, you see the schedule coming up, but just what was said in the locker room tonight to get you guys ready for what's going to happen here in the next week and a half?
I think we were focused on this game, but we definitely look forward to – we got a gauntlet coming up here. We got Northmore and twice in 6 days, and then we got Cardington and Fredericktown. But, it's going to be – we got to show guts, and, if we want to really make a run at this thing, we got to give it a go.
All right, the easiest question I'm going to ask you tonight is, will you look into this camera and give some shout-outs?
My family, my mom, my dad, and just everybody that comes support Centerburg basketball. Thank you.
All right, there you have it. Tonight's MVP, Jack Lawrence. Game high, 16 points. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
An icon is returning to the heart of Apple Valley. The Pub, Kitchen, and Tap is back, and we do game day differently, offering a brand new patio, all new bar with a wide variety on tap, and plenty of big screen TVs to ensure you never miss the big play. Our menu has a diverse selection of both food and drink, so there will always be plenty for the whole family to enjoy. Whether you want to catch the big game or just enjoy a night out with the family, the Pub, Kitchen, and Tap has something for everyone.
Back here to wrap things up inside the Killbuck Savings Bank post-game show, where Centerburg comes back in the second half to knock off East Knox 47-43. Travis Berardi, Gray Faldy back here in Howard. And, the Trojans, like Jack said in the post-game show, in the MVP interview, they just got back to playing their basketball inside the paint.
Yeah, exactly. They came out in the first quarter, took what they were given, just weren't hitting their shots. Coach made a great adjustment there. They got things inside, and when you've got size like athleticism of Lawrence and Harris inside and the shooting of Hill outside, they did start playing their game. But credit for East Knox. That 2-3 zone tonight was fantastic, and they stuck right in there. And as fate would have it, their shooting just came apart late in the third quarter, and they didn't shoot as well as they had previous 3 quarters. So
held East Knox to 6 field goals in the second half. They were 10 of 20. They finished 16 of 51. Trojans 18 of 46, 6 of 21 from 3. Out-rebounded. They ended up out-rebounding East Knox by 1. 13 to 12 the turnovers. 7 to 12 from the line. Something That's an all right free throw percentage for them, but they did what they needed to do at the end and was 3 of 4 from the line. Isaiah Sully to finish things off. East Knox only at the line, 3 of 6. Score by quarter. 14-12, East Knox in the first, 11-7 in the second for a 6-point halftime lead. Centerburg 15-9 in the third quarter to tie things up. And then in the fourth, they outscore East Knox 13-9 for the 47-43 final. Any final words for you, Mr. Faldy, before I go into the weekend and you head back up the road, maybe stopping at Mazza's or the pub?
Might have to stop at the pub and get myself something on the way home. Who knows? One of Apple Valley's finest places. But, it was a game of runs.
Yeah.
And that's always fun to watch. So, East Knox had a 17-1 run at one point during this game, if you can believe that. Centerburg had a 12-5 run, an 8-0 run, and then finished it off here in the fourth quarter with the free throws at the end of the game to keep them off balance. So, excellent job. Very proud of the way East Knox played.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like you've said many times throughout the season, records don't count here in the KMAC.
47-43, the final. Next up for both teams, 4 days from now, Tuesday night, Centerburg hosts Loudonville at 7:30, while East Knox will host Cardington. Can they be scrappy enough to pull off one of the bigger upsets in the KMAC? We'll see coming up on Tuesday. But that'll do it for us here tonight. Want to thank everybody that helped make things possible. Jory Hollenbeck, for once, being on my crew tonight. Great job. Cray, as always, a pleasure, sir.
Yes, sir.
We also want to thank all of our sponsors this evening. Knox Public Health, our scoreboard sponsor. Mazza's Restaurant, our MVP sponsor. Killbuck Savings Bank, our pregame, halftime, postgame sponsor. The Pub, Kitchen and Tap, our instant replay sponsor. Home Kitchen Supply, our timeout sponsor. Killbuck Savings Bank, also The Pub, and Knox Community Hospital, our commercial sponsors. And also want to thank East Knox High School, their athletic department, for allowing us to be here tonight and always for East Knox Athletics, as well as the OHSA for allowing us to stream these games to you live and free. Centerburg, strong second half, comes back to beat East Knox by 4. For Jory Hollenbeck, Cray Faldy, I'm Travis Berardi saying so long from Howard.